So first things first, if my voice sounds a little bit strange in this video, I apologize. I've just been to the dentist, 2 fillings, nasty, and I'm numb everywhere, so just bear with me. I'm Rob, this is the Master Switch, and this week we're talking about this, the slightly strangely shaped little DAC called the Micro iDAC2. It's made by iFi, and if you recall a couple of weeks back, I reviewed their iCan SE, the iCan Special Edition headphone amp. This is shaped identically. I've been using them together and separately for the past month or two, and I've really been enjoying it. Now, there are quite a few people in the audio world who think that digital to analog converters, DACs, don't make a major difference to the sound. You'll hear this argument everywhere. I'm not one of those people. I genuinely believe that the differences are there. They're subtle, but you can hear them, and I can confirm that when I tested this with a bunch of different equipment, it definitely made a difference. The sound was nicely clean. It had a good crispness to it. I felt I could really pick out the details no matter which amp or headphones I was using with this. It genuinely made a positive difference. It's well worth picking up if you want to just add that little bit of extra crispness and clarity to your audio setup. Talking about the design itself, it's quite fully featured. There are kind of sets of controls on either side. On one side you get a cool little filter switch that you can flick up and down, which I rather like. The filter does different things depending on if you're using PCM audio or DSD or the like, and the differences are very, very subtle, but they are there. You need to check the full review in the comments, by the way, if you want a breakdown of exactly what each filter does and how it affects the sound. Next to the filter, it's got a digital input and a digital output, and you flip things around, and it has a volume knob next to a 3.5mm headphone jack, which deactivates when you've got it plugged into an external amp. Nicely handy. And it's also got an analog output. The design is unusual, but okay. I mean, iFi's kind of known for this sort of weird coffin-shaped thing they've got going on. What bugs me, though, is the labeling on this thing. You know, I felt the same way with the iCan SE2. The labeling on iFi products is very weird. It just feels kind of awkward and shoved in and a little bit out of place. And the feedback you get from it is a little bit strange too. Perfect example. When I was paging through the manual, which this is the manual, it's kind of weirdly shaped, but it gets the job done. Anyway, I was paging through it, and it says that the LED on the iDAC2 will shine a different color depending on the quality of the audio going through it. So for example, 48 kilohertz, well, it'll flicker green. If you're at DSD 2.8, it'll flicker blue, that kind of thing. But get this, if your sample rate is 192 kilohertz, the light will be cyan, and if it's playing DSD 5.6, it's magenta. Look, the point is, I had to Google these colors to work out what they were. I felt like this is not common information, and that maybe cyan and magenta, whatever, is maybe not the best colors to pick if you're trying to clearly indicate the audio type that is playing. Now, admittedly, obviously, this is limited by the design of the LED lights that they get. I imagine there are only certain colors you can pick, but yeah, it's not as intuitive as it could be. Having said that, still recommend this. It sounds really good. I really like it for the money you pay for it. I thought it was great fun to use. I thought despite the slightly strange labeling, it was really intuitive. And if you do have one of iFi Audio's amps, they do work extremely well together. Although, despite the weird shape, they don't stack on top of each other, which I found a little bit annoying. Anyway, this is the, excuse me, my wedding ring clapping on the metal. This is the iFi Audio Micro iDAC2. It is available on Amazon, and you want to read a full review, you should check the link in the description. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. We do a new review every single week. Thank you for watching.